Hey there, fellow gun lovers. When it comes to protecting your home, you want a firearm that's not just reliable, but downright intimidating. Shotguns have a special place in the home defense game. They hit hard, they're versatile, and that unmistakable sound of a pump action racking around can make any intruder rethink their life choices. While handguns and rifles get plenty of love, shotguns bring raw stopping power that's tough to beat in a close quarters scrap. In 2025, with the world feeling a bit on edge, we're diving into a lineup of tactical shotguns, both semi-auto and pump action, that are built to keep you and yours safe. These aren't your grandpa's bird guns. They're compact, loaded with modern features, and ready for action. We're breaking down 11 home defense shotguns that most folks should know about, focusing on what matters: maneuverability, reliability, and the ability to deliver in a pinch. Some of these are wallet-friendly too, so you won't need to sell your truck to gear up. Ready to explore? Let's jump in. If you're digging this, smash that like button and subscribe to Survival Gear Showcase. We've got more firepower coming your way. Kel-Tec KSG. Kicking things off with a fan favorite, the Kel-Tec KSG, a bullpup pump-action 12-gauge that's either the ultimate home defense tool or a wild novelty, depends who you ask. At 26.1 inches long, it's the shortest on our list, just barely over the federal minimum. The dual magazine tubes hold 14 plus 1 rounds, and you can switch between them to mix ammo types like buckshot in one, slugs in the other. The ambidextrous controls and Picatinny rails make it customizable for any shooter. I've shot a newer KSG model, and it's a beast. The capacity's insane. 14 rounds of 12 gauge is enough to handle any threat. It's not perfect. Early models had hiccups, but forums rave about recent ones running thousands of rounds without issue. I used it in a tight shoot house, and the short length was a game changer for corners. If you want max firepower in a compact package, the KSG's a legend for a reason. Mossberg 590R. Next up, the Mossberg 590R, a 12-gauge pump action that takes the legendary 590 platform and cranks it up for modern defense. This shotgun sports an 18.5-inch barrel with a 3-inch chamber, ready for anything from buckshot to slugs. Instead of a basic bead sight, it's got Magpul EMBUS sights and a Picatinny rail for optics. The AccuChoke barrel comes with a cylinder choke tube, but you can swap it for tighter patterns if needed. What sets it apart? A Magpul pistol grip and 5-position buttstock with an interchangeable recoil pad make it comfy and adaptable. The ambidextrous rotary safety's a nod to AR users, smooth and intuitive. An aluminum heat shield and M-lock adapter for a weapon light add tactical flair. I ran a 590R at a night shoot, and the QD sling mounts and light setup made it a breeze to handle in low light. It's got a 6+1 tubular mag, and it ate everything I fed it without a hiccup. For a reliable, customizable workhorse, the 590R's tough to beat. Mossberg 590RM. The Mossberg 590RM is the 590R's cooler cousin, swapping the tubular mag for detachable box magazines 5 to 20 rounds. Same 18.5-inch barrel, 3-inch chamber, Magpul sights, and Picatinny rail. But the mag-fed design means reloads are lightning fast. Just pop in a new mag and go. Like the 590R, it's got the aluminum heat shield, M-lock adapter, and ambidextrous rotary safety, plus breaching muzzle options for tactical entry. I got my hands on a 590 ringgit at a range event, and the 10-round mags were a game changer. No fumbling with shells under pressure. It's a bit heavier than the 590R, but the extra ammo makes up for it. Whether you're clearing rooms or holding the line at home, the 590RM's high capacity and reliability make it a standout. If you love the 590 but want more firepower, this is your pick. Langdon Tactical 1301 Blackout. The Langdon Tactical 1301 Blackout, a semi-automatic 12-gauge built on the Beretta 1301 Mod 2 platform, has tactical shooters and instructors buzzing. It's a beast with a custom edge, featuring a Langdon tactical trigger job for a crisp, clean pull, a Magpul stock for comfort, and a Super Duty shotgun sight paired with a fastback mount for lightning-fast targeting. The LTT heat shield with labyrinth cable management keeps your setup clean, and it comes loaded with a HoloSun 509T red dot, a Streamlight ProTac HLX light, and a Magpul sling with QD swivels. I shot one at a night course, and let me tell you, that red dot made picking up targets in low light feel like cheating. The 3-inch chamber handles buckshot and slugs with ease, and the recoil's surprisingly tame for a 12-gauge. Credit to the gas system and stock. It's not cheap, but for a shotgun that's practically a turnkey tactical solution, it's worth every penny. If you're after top-tier performance with all the bells and whistles, the 1301 Blackout's your guy. SRM 1216. The SRM 1216, a semi-automatic 12-gauge, is like the Terminator of shotguns, loaded with firepower and relentless. This thing rocks a quad-tube revolving magazine that holds 16 rounds, 4 per tube, 2 3/4 or 3-inch shells, and you can swap tubes with a flip of a switch. Need more? Drop the mag and slap in a fresh one in seconds. No slow tube loading here. At 33 inches long, it's 6 inches shorter than a standard Mossberg 500, making it a breeze to maneuver. The controls are fully ambidextrous. Bolt handle, bolt stop, ejector plate, safety, even the sling plate. So it's a lefty's dream, like me. The 6-inch Picatinny rail at 12, 3, and 9 o'clock, plus a 1.5-inch rail near the muzzle, let you mount all the goodies. I shot one at a demo, and the ability to switch between buckshot and slugs mid-fight was a game-changer. It cycled like a sewing machine, even after a dusty range day. If you want a shotgun with enough ammo to outlast any threat, the SRM 1216's your huckleberry. Panzer Arms BP-12. The Panzer Arms BP-12, a bullpup pump-action 12-gauge, proves you don't need to break the bank to get serious firepower. At just 31 inches long and 8.4 pounds without the magazine, it's compact enough for tight spaces, but still packs a punch. The 5-round detachable magazine, with extras included, makes reloads quick, and the ambidextrous design works for both righties and lefties. It's got a Picatinny rail for optics and a rugged build that can take a beating. I haven't shot this one myself, but a buddy swears it's the coolest looking shotgun he owns. Says it's like something out of a sci-fi flick. He ran it through a home defense drill, and the short length made clearing corners a breeze. It cycled buckshot and slugs without a hitch, and at $520, it's a steal. If you want a bullpup that's affordable, effective, and looks badass enough to scare off trouble, the BP-12's your ticket. Black Aces Tactical Pro Series L. Here's something different. The Black Aces Tactical Pro Series L, a lever-action 12-gauge that's like John Wayne meets modern tactical. With an 18.5-inch barrel and a 6+1 capacity, it's just over the legal minimum to avoid NFA paperwork. The bird's head grip and checkered stock keep it packable at 39 inches, and the aluminum receiver drops the weight to a svelte 6.4 pounds. It's threaded for Benelli-style chokes, and the hooded front sight helps you aim fast. I got to shoot one at a range demo, and it was pure fun. Levering rounds felt like starring in a western, but with buckshot that'd stop a bear. The mid-size lever loop was great even with my big hands, and it cycled smoothly. No jams. At $399, it's one of the cheapest shotguns you'll find that's this practical and deadly. If you want a home defense gun with old-school charm and modern reliability, the Pro Series L's a hoot to shoot and carry. Escort Bulltac Bullpup. The Escort Bulltac Bullpup, a pump-action shotgun, is all about packing a punch in a tight package. With an 18-inch barrel and a bullpup design that puts the action behind the trigger, this thing's only 27.75 inches long. That's crazy maneuverable for a 12-gauge, 20-gauge, or 410-bore shotgun. The fixed cylinder choke handles slugs and buckshot like a champ, so you're covered for any home defense scenario. The alloy upper and polymer lower keep it light but tough, and the 5+1 tubular magazine gives you enough rounds to handle trouble. What I love is the carry handle. It doubles as an optics mount with a Picatinny rail and built-in iron sights, so you're ready to rock right out of the box. I took one to the range last month, and it was like wielding a sci-fi blaster, short, snappy, and easy to swing through doorways. The chrome-plated barrel liner shrugs off wear, and it cycled everything I fed it, from heavy 12-gauge buckshot to lighter 410 loads. It's not the prettiest, but for close-quarters defense, it's a beast. If you're tight on space or want a shotgun that's as nimble as it is deadly, the Bulltac's worth a look. Genesis Arms Gen 12 PDS. The Genesis Arms Gen 12 PDS, a 12-gauge that's basically an AR on steroids, sports a 5-inch reciprocating barrel that tames the brutal recoil of 12-gauge shells, something I didn't believe until I shot one. Genesis claims it sidesteps the fouling issues that plague gas-operated AR shotguns, and from my range time, I'd say they're onto something. Pair it with the fixed-mount Venom suppressor, and it's quiet enough for indoor use without rattling your eardrums or your neighbors. The Gen 12 PDS comes with a free-float M-Lock handguard, a DPMS pattern lower, a PDW stock, a Hogue grip, and a mil-spec trigger. The cherry on top, an EOTech XPACE 2.0 optic for lightning-fast target acquisition. I let a buddy try mine in a shoot-house drill, and he was stacking buckshot patterns like he was born with it. The compact design makes it a dream for tight spaces, and it eats 2 3/4-inch shells without a hiccup. If you're an AR fan looking for a shotgun that feels familiar but hits like a freight train, the Gen 12 PDS is your holy grail. 612 Modular Shotgun. Here's something wild. The 612 Modular Shotgun. Forget the classic pump-action ka-chunk. This beast uses a revolver-style action with a removable 6-round cylinder. That means lightning-fast reloads and the ability to swap ammo types on the fly. Need a breaching round for a door and buckshot for a threat? Just pop in a new cylinder via the undermount lever. It's like having a speed loader for your shotgun. The 612 comes in 3 flavors: a standalone breaching shotgun, an underbarrel carbine add-on, or a suppressed bullpup. I've seen it configured as a standalone at a demo, and it's insanely compact. No bolt traveling back means a shorter overall length. The mechanical action is dead reliable. No gas system to foul up. I ran one through a muddy range session, and it cycled like it was on rails. Built with input from military and law enforcement, it's versatile enough for breaching, hunting, or home defense. If you're into modular designs that let you adapt to any scenario, the 612's a game changer. Standards SP12 Compact. The Standards SP12 Compact, a pump-action 12-gauge, looks like it was ripped straight out of a post-apocalyptic blockbuster. With a 14.5-inch barrel and a bird's head pistol grip, it's just 26.5 inches long, barely skirting NFA regulations. That compact size makes it a dream for tight spaces like hallways or vehicles. The 3-inch chamber handles everything from 1 3/4-inch mini shells to full-power 3-inch buckshot, giving you flexibility in a pinch. It's got a full-length Picatinny rail and M-Lock slots on both sides for optics, lights, or lasers. Deck it out however you want. I haven't shot this one myself, but a buddy at the range swears it's like wielding a sawed-off without the paperwork. The bottom feed, bottom eject design keeps things clean, and it cycled mini shells and buckshot with no complaints in his tests. It's not proven in my hands yet, but its tactical look and compact punch make it a crowd pleaser for those who want firepower that fits in a backpack. If you're after a shotgun that screams, "Don't mess with me," the SP12's got you covered. There you have it, our top 11 home defense shotguns for 2025. These shotguns offer something for every defender: compact, reliable, and ready to protect your home. Which one's your pick? Got a story of a shotgun saving the day? Drop it in the comments. I'm all ears. If you enjoyed this, give a like, share with your range crew, and subscribe to Survival Gear Showcase for more gear breakdowns. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep those barrels hot.